Welcome back from a little offside LDN Caramba. And today we've got Arsenal in the race with Spurs for Eze. And listen, I'm just going to keep it real. If we lose out on Eze to Spurs, it's an absolute embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. I want to see what the excuses are going to be. For me, absolutely unforgivable. It's already unforgivable that Spurs lifted a trophy last season and we didn't. If we lose out to Eze over Spurs, bro, I already know this club is in a crazy situation right now. But I'm not gonna lie. What's going to be the excuse? Spurs are now more attractive than Arsenal. That's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Never thought I'd see the day. Players picking Spurs over Arsenal. We're yet to see what's going to happen. But, bro, I can't lie. This is mad. This is absolutely crazy. Phase 6 Arsenal. Mikel Arteta, the best young manager in world football. And we can't get Eze. If we lose out to Eze, to Spurs, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gone from Spurs don't win nothing to Spurs have won a trophy more recently than Arsenal. And Spurs have more pull than Arsenal in getting Eze. It's just crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But that's the news out there that Spurs are in for Eze. Just put the money down. Just put the money down. It's not a hard deal. Like, put the money down, yeah, and get the player. That's it. You put the money down, you get the player. We did it when it was Declan Rice. Put the money down and get the player. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm absolutely gonna lose it if Eze chooses Spurs over Arsenal because we're penny pinching, because we're being tight. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. Get the quality in. These men said we're going to get quality or world-class players for Champions League. Get it done and over the line. I don't want to see any excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about, it's hard, there's competition, there's this, there's that. At the moment, I'm calm, I'm chilled, but I'm telling you, I will not be chilled if Spurs get Eze over Arsenal. He's a baller for me, easily gets into the team, easily puts Odegaard on the bench, and can score goals, can create, can take on players, doesn't easily get bounced off the ball. In every metric for me, is a better player than Odegaard. Every aspect. I don't care if Odegaard is the captain. He doesn't deserve to be the captain. And he's just not good enough. So these are the kind of signings I want to see. Signings that are going to put a lot of the starting 11 on the bench. You know what I'm saying? That is the signings that I want. That's how you improve as a team, not these players that can do a job. We got Fabi Vieira that can do a job in the 10. He's rubbish. We got Zinchenko that can do a job in the 10. He's rubbish. I don't want to hear nothing about these players that can do a job. I need players that are quality. But I'm telling you right now, if this club allows Spurs to get him over Arsenal, it's going to be absolutely crazy. I'm sure this fan base are going to come out with a comfortable excuse that we got Ethan there, but let's just be real. I like Ethan. I do like Ethan. But the problem is, does Ethan get enough minutes? Does Ethan get the minutes that he deserves under this manager? And I don't think he does. He's a quality player. I like Ethan. I'd love it to be Ethan, Odegaard, and Eze, can't get Alex Baena because I just saw Alex Baena is going to Atletico Madrid. It's almost like they know how to spot a baller and I know how to spot a baller. You know what I mean? But it's okay because we're going to go get a 20-year-old Mosquera from Valencia that finished 12th in La Liga. I don't understand this. I don't understand the mentality of this club. I don't understand the scouting at this club. I don't get what this club is doing. I honestly don't get what this club is doing. Actually, I do. They want to do the bare minimum to be getting Champions League. And now that they got Champions League, they took the foot off their gas. And it's no more urgent to go out there and get quality players and get over the line. For this club, getting over the line means Champions League football. That's what getting over the line means for them. So now that they got the Champions League football back, you know what I mean? They're comfortable. But I think this club is in for a rude awakening. I think next season, in terms of league position, is when you're going to start seeing the regression. The regression we can already see on the pitch. Long throw-ins against PSG. No answer tactically against Newcastle. Do you know what I'm saying? Not able to turn a deficit against 10-man Man United. You can already see that the team is regressing. But because we're finishing second, it's papering over the cracks. That ain't happening next season. I don't believe Arsenal gets second as it stands with the way things are going, with the lack of important signings that we need to get over the line. I just don't really see it happening, if I be completely honest. I don't see Mosquera being able to cover for half the season, not even a quarter of the season, in big games. I don't see him good enough to cover and do the job that needs to be done in terms of getting maximum points. And if you want to win the league, then that's what you got to do. Every game is a must win. And I just don't see that Mosquera is going to be able to fill in the boots of Saliba or Gabriel. I don't think he's anywhere near that level. I don't think Norgard is of the level to, push us forward. Maybe he's a steady Eddie. You know what I'm saying? It could probably be a steady Eddie within the way that we play football. But this guy is not going to progress us. It's a sideways signing, in my opinion. Not a signing that goes forward, which is why people have been saying that he's going to be the backup. Zubamendi, don't know if that guy is good enough to play in the Prem. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I just don't see how these players are upgrades on what we currently have. I don't really understand it. I really don't. You bring in Gyökeres, all of a sudden you've got a goal scorer. You've got someone that can take opportunities. You get Isak, another goal scorer, somebody that can kill opportunities in the box. You get Lookman. He has the experience of turning up in a final in Europe. He's obviously a winner. He's a tricky footballer. Somebody that can beat a man. He doesn't have to look at the number 10. Doesn't have to play 1-2s of Odegaard when he's hiding. All of a sudden, those are players with attributes that can get us going forward, or win us games, and especially in knockout football. Where was the individual quality from Arsenal against PSG? Where was the individual quality? None of the players turned up. None of the players turned up. We got a team of robots. The problem is robots need to be programmed. The problem is the person that programs the robots isn't a very good programmer. And that's the best way I can put it. Arteta is supposed to be the tactician behind this squad of robotic players that have to play exactly the way he wants. But every time we have to rely on Arteta, he's failing in every competition. In every competition, he's failing. This is why you need individuals. You need players that are going to win you games, that are going to get you over the line. All the great managers had individuals that can win them games single-handedly. Hazard, Ronaldo, Messi, Ibra, yeah, I'm saying Rooney, Drogba. The list goes on of individuals that can win you a game. Van Persie, Thierry Henry, Bergkamp, Pires, Ljungberg, Fabregas, Alexis Sanchez. You need players that have that specialty to their game, and players that can do something off the cuff. Figo, Rui Costa, Diego Costa. Do you know what I'm saying? Suarez, Aguero. You need players of this kind of ilk to win you games, but we don't have that. And then you look at the side and you look at the manager and you're thinking, okay, do something. And he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. So this is why when Arsenal get into a situation of knockout football, we're in a sticky situation. The second leg is a must win. Who turns up for Arsenal? Is it Moreno? He didn't turn up against PSG. Is it Trossard? He didn't turn up against PSG. What about Martinelli? What about Odegaard, the captain? Surely the captain? These men don't turn up. These men do not turn up. And as much as I love Saka, he doesn't consistently turn up to get us over the line. And maybe and I believe the burden is too much on Saka. But instead of spreading the burden with players that are clinical, not just players that are going to chip in, what do? We just keep relying on Saka. It's Saka or die. Eu tô cansado de repetir a mesma porcaria. Eu tô cansado. Eu vou estar nervoso por quê? Vou estar aqui a transpirar por quê? There's no point. Like at the end of the day, I just look at it and I'm like, there's players there. Alex Baena, I've been calling out for Alex Baena. Now he's going Atletico. We could have got him for 45 M's. Market opportunity. Market opportunity. Didn't take it. Eze. Market opportunity. Doesn't look like we're taking it. What are we doing? What are we doing? What game does Mosquera win us? What game? What game? The early stages of the FA Cup when we go up against Bolton and Preston North End? Is that the level that we're bringing in? What game does Zubamendi win for us? What about Norgard? I said this last season. We had a bench of defensive players. That's what we had. We had a bunch of defensive players on the bench. We had Calafiori, we had Jorginho. This is what we had. A bunch of defensive players. The only player off the bench last season that could do anything in terms of going forward and scoring goals and winning us games was Ethan. And what are we actually doing to address that? We're adding more defenders. We're going for more defenders. And as much as for me, it's not so much. What annoys me is not so much that we don't need defenders, because I said this. We need a centre-back in case something happens to Saliba and Gabriel. We need a full-back in case anything happens to Skelly. The problem is, why are we prioritizing these signings before getting the first signing we should be getting, which is the striker, which is Gyökeres, the player that we've been linked to and been following and monitoring for months and months, if not over a year. I don't understand this. I feel like our priorities are backwards. And by the time we get these deals done and get Zubamendi over the line and get Norgard over the line and get all these other guys over the line, when we come back for Gyökeres, Gyökeres is gone. Because I'm seeing reports right here that apparently Gyökeres is now flirting with Man United to come get him. And why is that? Why is Gyökeres flirting with Man United to come get him? Oh, that's because we're dragging our feet. Because we're dragging our feet. And you best believe if it's not Man United, it's going to be somebody else. Because we're not moving serious. We're not moving serious. When you look in terms of getting deals done, what have we learned from when we could have signed Isak and he went Newcastle? What has this club actually learned? What have we learned from when we could have got Buendia? Or when we could have got Higuain, or we could have got Benzema, or we could have got all these. We drag our feet. Why did we lose out on Rafinha? Oh, that's right. Because we took too long. We dragged the deal out. This saga with Gyökeres, to me, stinks of the Rafinha. Monitoring, interested, and then we don't put the bag down, and they go, and then a bigger club comes in for the player, and he goes there. And I'll be honest, that's probably what's going to happen with Gyökeres. Because we're not. This club waits for a bigger club to get involved in the race and then get shocked that the player wanted to go elsewhere, and then tries to act like, oh, the player didn't want us. The player wanted unreasonable wages. The player wanted we're not good enough in terms of negotiations. That's what it is. And listen, there's reports out there that we don't have the money that we actually have to spend until we hit FFP. Is crazy. We got 100, but if you look at the 100, we got about 100 till we trigger that. We still got to sell players. We know that we're shit at selling players. By the time we've bought Norgard, Mosquera, and Zubamendi, we're not going to have the money to go out for Gyökeres. What are we doing? What are we doing? Then the excuse will be like, oh, Arsenal found it too expensive. No, when you could put the money down and the player was ready to come, you didn't activate it. You didn't activate his release clause. And if we ain't got the money and we need a quality striker, why don't you sell one of the two strikers that we have that ain't good enough? Why don't you do that? Because I tell you what, I don't want to see another year of injury ridden Jesus. I'm happy to get rid of Havertz. I can't even lie. I think Moreno's a better striker than Havertz. I'll be real. Doesn't get bullied off the ball. Takes his opportunity when he's in the box. It's crazy. He's not even a striker. But he's better. His link-up plays better. He reads the game better in terms of in attacking areas. For me, Moreno's better than Havertz. What does Havertz bring that Moreno doesn't bring? What does he bring? So, listen, if you ain't got money for a striker, well, you've already conceded that the strikers that we already got ain't good enough. So sell Jesus. Sell Havertz. Sell Martinelli. Raise the funds. I don't want to hear it. Raise the funds. No one told this club to go out there and try to revive Havertz's career. This club wants to keep acting like club, Captain Save a Hole. Well, there you go. No, there you go. I don't want to hear it. I don't really care. If we ain't got the money yet to get the deals over, I don't really give a shit. Undo the crap that you brought to this club. Undo it. Because when Arteta came into the club, people were like, oh, look at what he inherited. Okay, look at what he spent the money on now. If you're going to talk about the inheritance of the squad that Arteta inherited, okay, cool. Well, get rid of Nuntavaj. Tavaji got rid of. Get rid of Lokonga. Get rid of Nelson. Get rid of flipping Martinelli. Get rid of Trossard. Get rid of Havertz. Get rid of Jesus. Get rid of Kivio. Get rid of Calafiori. I already seen enough. He's not good enough. He ain't good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Get rid of these, man. I don't care. I'm not hearing it. If the squad was in a bad position when Arteta inherited it, the state of this squad is now on Arteta. If you're going to blame Wenger for the state of the squad that Arteta inherited, the state of this squad right now, 5 years in this project, now on phase 6, £750 million spent. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You're to blame for the state of this team. I don't want to hear it. If the bench looks shit, it's your problem. It's your players. You've revamped the whole team. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the excuses. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad. It's actually mad. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up Deluded Good in the chat. Big up, bro. Big up North. Big up Shane, man. Eze match winner. I think your problem with Arteta, I think your problem is Arteta, the whole fake PR environment he's created has been found out. 100% it's been found out. 100%. Big up Northside. Palace won 320 mil installments and 8 mil add-ons. Please, Arsenal, just do it. They won't get it done, bro. They won't get it done because they're not serious. It's not a serious club. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Getting over the line is top 4. Exactly. That's what it is for this club. Big up North, Shane Guna. Big up, bro. You know what I mean? As it stands, we're out of the top 4. Yeah, I reckon we get either 4th or 5th next season. I'll be real. I agree. I actually agree. Big up North, always keeping it real. Big up, bro. Big up Vega. Big up Jason. We need better players. No matter how many times I say it, Arteta is probably the reason we lose every single tournament, as he always buys useless players. Yeah, but he's got to put them players to work then. He's got to justify his signings. If we've got no money, well, where's the money gone? Where's the money gone? You get me? The way this guy's moving is like going back to your girl and saying, sorry, I ain't got money for the mortgage. Bro, you better get ready. She don't give a fuck about your feelings, bro. You're going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no women sitting there saying, oh, well, just trust the process. I got the money for the mortgage next month. Tell that to the bank. Tell that to your girl. See if they're going to be patient. Gonna be like, what the fuck did you do with the money? Where's the money at? You know what I'm saying? And nobody care about what you did with them. Where's the money? You get me? Nah, bro. Arsenal going for defenders and midfielders again. Listen, we need them, but they're not the priority. They're not the main priority first. It's crazy, bro. Arteta just needs to buy players that can actually do something instead of chicking out. That's what I'm saying, man. We've got no individuals, man. We've got no individuals at this club. We've got a robotic manager with no individual brilliance to win games. No match winners. Arteta has ruined Martinelli, Saka, 2 defensive, Odegaard next season, then Rice. It's crazy. Arsenal is regressing and people are failing to see it due to the second place that Arteta tried to keep. Watch next season. Arsenal will be 3rd or 4th. 100. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'm saying, I saw that. Well, this club don't want ballers, bro. Arsenal going to get bullied physically, too lightweight in midfield apart from Rice. I just don't think we're going to score enough goals to win anything. That's the problem. Like, we still got a good defense. Like, let's be real. Like, Timber on the right, Skelly on the left, Saliba, Gabriel. You know what I mean? If Saliba doesn't leave, because there's not been really any more traction behind Saliba leaving to Real Madrid as it stands. Yeah, defensively, we're calm. Like, we're not that bad. Like, we'll win enough games, but we'll win enough games to get, I feel like, to get 4th or 5th, but we ain't winning nothing. And that's why I'm upset. Because I'm not just here to just be, we're in the race FC. I want to win the race. Arsenal are generally screwed. Man United over Arsenal. This is all thanks to bloody Arteta. The problem in football, in the football club of Arsenal. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hopefully we get beaten so much the board have no option but to sack Arteta. Yeah, I just want him out. I just want him out. The sooner the better. Arteta chose way too hard for defenders and midfielders that we can't get a single good attacker. So what we're going to do, we're going to spend all our money again on defenders and stuff and watch. When it comes to the striker, we won't have the money, bro. We won't have the money. Big up Northside. We don't want him, but Sesko be holding up that shirt. This is the thing. It's the thing. Like, it's going to be a comfortable excuse. Oh, we bought in players. We don't have the money out now. We have to sell to buy. Why are you not selling now? Why are you not proactively getting rid of these players now? Well, why is it that we can't sell? Because Martinelli's on 180k. Because Zinchenko's on 150. If Arteta doesn't make a single good signing, I'm going to lose it. This guy is just ruining the club when it comes to attackers. It's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. Arsenal getting top 3 easy still. Nah, we're not getting top 3. We're not getting top 3. We are not getting top 3. Pay up for Nonny Jackson as a Chelsea, bro. I beg you, allow it, bro. You lot can have that. You guys say Martinelli's worth 70 M's. We know he ain't worth 70 M's, bro. We know he ain't worth 70 M's. You know what I'm saying? We know we ain't worth 70 M's, but we'll try to do the Garnacho thing that Man United try to do. It ain't working. It ain't working. We're not getting that for him. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. What's that? I haven't kept up with this window too much, but just caught up on it. What the F is this club doing, man? Oh, big up Guru, man, every single time. Guru, they're just on some bullshit, bro. As always, we already know this now. They're just on some bullshit, bro. They're just on some bullshit, as always. These Arsenal YouTube were discussing as if your team is built around Partey. Excuses FC. There's always a comfortable excuse around here. They're going to see how much Partey was doing in that midfield. I'm telling you right now. They're going to regret this whole bullshit. Like, the way Partey's getting treated kind of reminds me the way that Aubameyang got treated. Like, when he was playing here, oh, yeah, Thomas Partey. Let's be real. All last season, everyone said, oh, Thomas Partey and Declan Rice. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice. Now, all of a sudden, that the manager don't want him. Oh, yeah, but is he really all that? Cool. These men have had to eat their words when it comes to Aubameyang, because since Aubameyang's left here, which striker has done the numbers that Aubameyang did? And remember, he was in a team that was a toxic squad that needed to be rebuilt. But that guy was still getting golden boot. He was still getting 20 plus goals a season in a shit team. Let's be real, in a team that lacked a lot of quality, and he was still getting a bag of goals. So now, why is Jesus in a better team can't get more goals? Why is Havertz in a better team can't get more goals? Why is Nketiah in a better team couldn't get more goals? Why can't these men get more goals? If Aubameyang was the problem, how come these men can't get more goals in a better squad with a better manager? So I'm saying, these men, will only appreciate what Partey's doing once he's gone. And now he's gone. So cool. This is what it is. They always need a scapegoat. Cool. Partey, you don't want to see, because the thing is, the things that Partey does, are the things that aren't the most celebrated, innit? Like the defensive work of a defensive midfielder or a defender, unless it's a last-ditch tackle through on goal, a lot of their work, putting out all these little fires around the pitch, is very undervalued in football. Let's just keep it real. Like, a lot of the time, man will celebrate more like little tricks and stuff and scoring a goal, obviously the match winner, but these putting out all these little, without these men that put out all these little fires and stop transitions and win the ball back to give it to players that can actually go and win the game, like, your team ain't doing nothing. The team ain't doing nothing. Look how frustrated we was when years back we were trying to play Xhaka as a DM. Like, these men are uncelebrated in football because what Partey brings to the game, isn't flashy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people more talk about and remember, Declan Rice's free kicks against Real Madrid than all the times Partey's intercepted the midfield, or times where we could have lost the game, or you know what I'm saying, lost multiple games, and the way that he controls that back line and the way that he shields that back line and runs that midfield. That's just how it is in football. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. They'll realize, you're going to realize. You're going to realize what you brought to the team, innit? And then it's going to be too late. It's already too late. Undervalued what this guy has brought to this team. Every rival were like, they'll take Partey at their team. Even if they wouldn't start him, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Liverpool, McAllister, Gravenberch, Chelsea, Lavia, Caicedo, they would take Partey, bro. And there's a reason why they'll take Partey. They'll take Partey. You get me? There's a reason for that. You get me? But these Arsenal fans, a lot of them, just be talking rubbish. This is the same fan base that we're arguing Partey's better than Caicedo, and we're arguing that that Partey was the best DM in the league like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden now Partey's dead. How's Partey dead? Because last time I checked, this guy starts for us week in, week out. Partey wasn't part of the problem. Man could talk about, oh, okay, his injuries. Bro, he's barely injured last season. Man went on a long run of not getting injured. But because the manager don't like him, this is what I'm saying. They turned on Aubameyang because the manager didn't like him. Now they turned on Partey because the manager didn't like him. You know what I mean? It's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. But then again, this is the same fans that are now applauding the decision, yet the club were trying to re-sign Partey, but then Partey's demands were too much. Of course, his contract's run out, so the power's with the player. Do you know what I mean? But had we have signed Partey, they'll be sitting there saying, oh, it's great business, we re-signed Partey. Yeah, he can do another job for 2-3 years. But because we didn't sign him, we don't care. We don't care. He's washed anyway. These man remind me of them man that moved to Gal and they get rejected, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, she's butters anyway. They didn't like you anyway. Well, you think you're nice. It's like, bro, it's pathetic, bro. You knew you was on the girl. You knew you were trying. Just because she rejected it is what it is. It's life, innit? It is what it is, innit? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But I said fifth if we actually play good. Big up to M, man. Big up. F it then. I'll just enjoy the Bahamas for another week. Bun this club, man. Big up yourself. Take care, bro. Hey, big up Guru, man. Yeah, man, just enjoy, man. Put your feet up, enjoy, man. You know what I mean? Just enjoy, man. Trust me. This club's long, man. This club is just long to support this club, man. It's long. Why is no one holding Arteta for signing Havertz on 65 million, 200k a week? People acting like this guy has not been back for years. Did Liverpool just win a league without signing a single player? But that's what I mean. It's what I mean. Apparently, yeah. Putting Partey on 250, 280, whatever, is too much money. But yeah, Kai Havertz is on 280. Where's the quality in that? Jesus is on what, 250? Where's the quality on that? Odegaard's on 220. How's that good money spent? How is Zinchenko 150 good money spent? How's Calafiori 120 good money spent? This man chat shit. When they're talking about, but they're asking for too much, bro. You want to talk about players on too much money? Odegaard's earning too much money. Martinelli on 180 is on too much money. Havertz is on too much money. Jesus is on too much money. There's a bag of man on too much money, you know. But they only want to point out Partey, you know. It's fucking stupid, bro. It's stupid. It's all to fit their narrative, innit? When they like a player, even though they're shit, it's okay. It's okay for Jesus to be on 250. Absolutely pathetic from this fan base. Explain to me what justifies Jesus being on 250. What has he done to deserve 250 a week? What's he done? What's Martinelli done in the last 2 years to deserve 180 a week? What's he done? What's Odegaard done? The captain. What's he done to do 220? What, just because he got the captain's armband? What's he won me? A man are talking about, Thomas Partey wanted more money. Bro, he wanted more money because we allowed his contract to run down. So do you know what? Yeah, he deserved more money. It's not his fault that we're stupid. It's not his fault that we're stupid, bro. How is it his fault that we're palhaços? We've seen this time and time again in football. When you allow a player to run down their contract, they want a massive signing on bonus and they want their wages to go up. It is what it is. They know they got options. The problem is the fan base hyping up all these transfers that Arsenal are supposedly linked to that have ended up somewhere else. Arsenal ain't serious in the window to try either win league or cup. No. Participation. You know what I mean? People make excuses for a manager that hasn't won anything in half a decade is wild. Well, welcome to Arsenal. And welcome to Arsenal, bro. Did you hear a guy say Arteta is one of the elite managers and he will coach Barcelona? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Am I surprised? No. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, I'm not surprised. Partey got replaced by a Timu version, aka Norgard. No top striker is being paid less than Havertz, so don't expect Gyökeres in an Arsenal AFC shirt. In fact, Sky Sports are saying Gyökeres want Man United. Question, no side. What makes the difference between a great player and just a normal player? Would you say dedication, work, commitment? For me, a great player will perform even when the team's not performing. A great player will make himself counted. A great player gets you over the line. A great player doesn't drop below an 8 out of 10 majority of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like a great player just keeps the high standard consistently and doesn't shy away and hide away, even when the team isn't performing or when it's knockout football, the crunch end of the season. They consistently stay at a certain level. That's what, for me, a great player. You know I'm saying? World-class player, I've got a different criteria for world-class player. But a great player, they just hold that consistency level. You know what I mean? Throughout the season. Normal players, up and down, innit? Can go in a little purple patch, then drop. You know what I mean? Not turn up in certain games, not turn up in the big games. You know what I mean? Then go on a run when the pressure's off. That's a normal player to me. How are Partey's legs gone? These clowns were claiming we only lost one leg to PSG because he was suspended. How is he suddenly washed? He's not a peach. He hasn't gone off overnight, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, Shane, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Also, there's no evidence Partey asked for more money. Top Gun is just using it to mud him. This is what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but why shouldn't he? There's so many players at this club that ain't as good as him on more money. I can understand why he wants more money. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad giving Partey more money as long as he stays fit. You know what I mean? What has Arteta done to deserve 15.6 million a year too? It's a job. He's basically just been a great shield and a great he's been great at marketing this project and this process to the fans and allowing the cronkies to just keep taking money at the club and doing their thing, innit? That's what it is. That's why they love him. He's their young boy Wenger, innit? He's their young Wenger, bro. That's what they like. That's what they wanted. A young Wenger. Somebody that can shield the ownership, keep the standards low, don't demand anything, defend this club doing the bare minimum. That's what they like. That's what they like around here. That's what they like around here. That's what the Conke's like. They love somebody to shield them. And Arteta is perfect. Look at the way the fans protect him. But they love it, bro. They're like, yes, this is the guy. This is the guy where they're gonna back. You know what I mean? Ready to shield and defend and defend the squad. Defend this bullshit. So it is what it is, man. It's a match made in heaven. I'll be real with you. Match made in heaven. You know what I mean? Match made in heaven. But yeah, this is why For me, I got to unlock. I got to, you know, what I'm saying, I'm still seeing Madueke links. I'm just like, yo, this is why I have to disconnect from this club, man. That's why I got to disconnect from this club. But listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Familia. I'm going out. I'm going to go out and do my thing. You know what I mean? So big up to everyone that's locked in. And we'll be back tomorrow. We've got a special show tomorrow. So make sure you're tuned in for that. Special show tomorrow. We're going to redirect to Aaron Talks Football. Northside Raid on the way in. And I'm out. I'm actually out. Done this club. I'm not letting them ruin my weekend. I'm going out.